that the biggest battle is not with the chart or market but with your own mind. In swing trading, this fight becomes even deeper because the time is more time here and at the same time our feelings examine us again and again. Fear pushes us to get out early and greed forces us to stay unnecessarily. This is the reason that many people are unable to get the right result even after taking the right entry. If you really want to understand how to control emotions while doing swing trading and how to discipline your thinking, then this video is going to be very valuable for you. So watch the video till the end, and if you find this subject useful, then subscribe to the channel now and like the video and support your support so that we keep conveying to you more important subjects. So let's start now and understand how we have to overcome our feelings in this mental journey of trading. When I started trading, I always felt that the market is my real enemy. But gradually I realized that the real fight is not from the market but with my own thinking and feelings. Perhaps you must have also experienced that even after catching a correct setup, we often take the wrong decision despite the chart going in the right direction. Why does this happen? The reason for this is that we are unable to control our mind. This challenge in swing trading is even deeper because the time is more time here and at this time feelings like fear, greed, doubt and hope in you repeatedly show their effects. When the chart goes slightly up, you get excited and want to book the profit quickly. When the chart falls down, you get nervous and start thinking that perhaps everything went wrong. In this way, you repeatedly react to every small movement of the market. But the truth is that the market does not shake you. Insecurity inside you shakes you. If you connect every movement with your feelings, then you will never be able to follow your trading plan honestly, and it is impossible to achieve stability until you are honest towards your own plan. You have to understand that the secret of success in swing trading is not a magical strategy. Success is hidden in how deep you understand your feelings and how to prevent them from dominating you. If you learn this, no market condition will break you. And this is the first step that makes you a disciplined and successful trader from an average trader. When you do swing trading, the biggest challenge is not to decide the entry or exit, but to handle the time when you have taken the position and the market is slowly showing its direction. This is the moment where most traders lose. Because their inner fear and greed continue to make them restless. I have realized that when you are in the position, your brain repeatedly thinks that I should book the profit or wait a little longer. And as soon as the market moves slightly against you, restlessness within you increases. This is where your faith and your discipline starts to break. Let me tell you one thing clearly. If you continue to stop the trade every time under the pressure of your feelings, then you will never be able to take the real advantage of swing trading. Swing trading means use time in your favor. But if you connect every movement with your feelings, then time will become a burden for you. There is only one way to get out of it. You have to decide in advance at which level your risk ends and at which level your goal is met. When you take this decision in advance and consider it to be sure, the middle fluctuations lose the strength to shake you. You will keep watching that the market will go up and down, but your mind will remain stable because you know that you have already set your limit. Remember, discipline does not mean that you suppress your feelings, rather you keep your rules above your feelings. When you start practicing this, your brain will gradually stop reacting to every movement, and this is the situation where you really give up trying to control the market and learn to control yourself. When I started to understand the trading further deeply, I realized that most people do not lose from the market because they do not know the strategy but lose because they expect perfection from every trade. Perhaps you will also be trapped in this trap that every time your trade should end in profit. But the truth is that as long as you trade every time, you will trade with the hope of winning, you will make your feelings stronger. Think if you believe in you that every trade should be successful, then as soon as the market will move against you, the nervousness will spread within you. You will immediately be afraid that this trade does not change in loss, and on the other hand, if the trade starts running in your side, then the greed will increase within you that I will wait a little more and get a big profit. This is the place where emotions distract you with your own plan. I want to teach you that there is no trade perfect in the market game. Every trade is just a possibility, and the game of possibilities teaches that you will win sometimes and lose a few times. When you accept this truth, that unnecessary pressure will disappear from within you. You will stop expecting from the market that it goes according to your thinking. It is important to understand that if you look for perfection every time, then you will never be able to remain stable. The real benefit of swing trading will be found only when you prepare your thinking in such a way that the result of a trade does not determine your identity. Your success is determined not by one or two trades but in a long time with your discipline and continuity. Therefore, if you want that feelings do not dominate you, then first of all get out of this thinking that you will get profit every time. When you also accept defeat with the same easily as you accept victory, only then you will move towards your mental freedom. And this mental freedom is the foundation on which the real success of trading arises. When I landed deeply in trading, I saw one thing very clear, that most people consider their feelings to be enemies. They think that if there is no fear, there is no greed, then they might be successful. But the truth is that emotions are not enemies. They are just a mirror that shows us our thinking. The problem occurs when you start suppressing these emotions. The more you press them, the stronger it will come back. You have to understand that fear arises when you are not ready to accept your loss. Greed arises when you are not satisfied with the target set. If you start recognizing these emotions and ask yourself honestly why I am feeling like this now, then you will start seeing real weakness of your own mind, and only when the weakness seems clear, it is possible to change it. The most important thing in swing trading is that you stop running the market according to your own and accept it as it is. When you inspect your feelings, you will find that most times fear and greed are associated with your expectations, not from the truth of the market. The market is neither your enemy nor your friend. He only does what is his nature. The only difference is how you see him. I want to teach you that the real meaning of controlling emotions is not to suppress them but to understand them. Whenever you are afraid, to ask yourself whether this fear is bigger than my plan or just because I do not want to give up. And when you get greed, ask if it is rational or just hope. This self-investigation is the process by which you gradually make your emotions powerful. Remember, the market never cheats on you. He only shows what he is. But your feelings try to pull you in the wrong direction again and again. When you learn to recognize and accept them, then you create the stability inside you which is the identity of every successful trader. When I tested myself deeply, I realized that the next step after understanding emotions is discipline. No matter how many strategy you make, if there is no discipline, then everything becomes useless. This discipline becomes even more important in swing trading because the time here examines you. When the market slowly moves up or down, your real test is that you stay on your rules or break them under pressure from emotions. I want to tell you that discipline does not mean that you become a robot and do not feel anything. This means that you keep your decision above emotions every time. Suppose you have already decided at what level to leave. Now, even if the market provokes you again and again, you do not stagger. This stability comes only when you teach yourself that whatever the result is, I will stand with my rules. You also have to understand that discipline and self-centeredness go together. If you only make rules but do not listen to your inner voice, then one day you will become a victim of feelings again. And if you only keep understanding your feelings but do not make rules, then you will never reach stability. The real strength comes only when you mix both and walk. Think when you consider each of your trade as a possibility and make rules according to that possibility, then a deep confidence is born in you. Then you are not blind in greed, not running away from fear, but accept every movement in a comfortable manner. And this is the same mental freedom that separates you from the market crowd. I want you to understand that it is impossible to defeat emotions in trading, but it is possible to give them direction, and the way to give direction is that you keep your discipline in the highest place. When this discipline becomes your habit, then your feelings will gradually become your partner, not your enemy. When I understood the trading deeply, a truth was always clear, that the real secret of victory in this game is to see both the profit and the loss with a similar look. Most people consider defeat as a negative experience and their identity as victory. But the truth is that as long as you are afraid of defeat and consider victory as the measure of your success, then you will remain slaves of your feelings. When you take a position in swing trading, you should already assume that whatever the result, it is just a game of possibility. If the trade goes in your favor, then it is the result of your rules and discipline, and if it goes against you, then it is also part of the same game. The only difference is how you see it. I have realized that when you learn to accept both profit and loss in the same sense, a deep peace is born within you. Then every fluctuation of the market loses the strength to shake you. You neither jump on victory nor break on defeat. You simply follow your rules and accept every result easily. This is the mental freedom that makes every successful trader different from others. You have to know that success does not mean every time. Success means that you stay on your rules continuously for a long time. Understand your feelings and balance them with your discipline. When you reach this level, the market becomes a field of opportunities, not the cause of stress for you. So if you really want to succeed in swing trading, then remember that this is not just a game of chart. This is a game of reading and controlling the mind, and when you win your mind, the market starts to open in front of you. This is real freedom. This is the real strength, and this is the journey that makes a trader the simplest to extraordinary. When I understood that real freedom is found when I accept both profit and loss in equal way, then another deep truth came out. That is, the real victory in trading is not just in earning money but in changing its thinking. When you start changing your mind habits, then you see that along with the market, your life also starts changing. I want you to feel that trading is not just a profession. This is a mental practice. Every time you recognize your fear, every time you overcome your greed, then you make yourself stronger than before. This strength is not visible only on the chart. It appears in your whole thinking. You get stable in your decisions. Your patience increases, and gradually your confidence reaches the level where market fluctuations cannot move you from inside. The real lesson of swing trading is that every trade is a mirror for you. This mirror shows you who you are from within. What are you afraid of, and run behind what? When you start watching this mirror honestly, then you not only become a better trader but also become a better person. I have seen that many people keep changing the strategy for years, but they stand there until they change their inner habits. That is why if you really want to move forward, then look inside yourself. Ask yourself what I am afraid of, because of which I lure, and why I break my own rules. When you face these questions, you will be born from within you, which is the foundation of every successful trader. Remember, the market will always be uncertain. You can never control it, but you can control yourself, and uncertainty also becomes an opportunity for you when you control yourself. This is the thinking that always keeps the average trader in the struggle, and this is the thinking that continues to carry a disciplined trader forward. When I looked at the journey of trading further, I realized that this is not just a game of money. This is a journey that changes us from within. Every time you handle your feelings in swing trading, every time you recognize your fear and greed and give them direction, then you become not only a better trader but also a balanced person. I want you to understand that the market will always be uncertain. Sometimes he will go to your side, sometimes against you. But even in the midst of this uncertainty you can find peace and stability, if you prepare yourself with discipline and awareness. This is the real freedom that trading teaches us. Remember, success does not mean that every time the profit is received. The real meaning of success is that you can accept every result in the same sense. When you accept the defeat as easily as you accept the victory, then you will reach the level where the fluctuations of the market do not create any movement within you, and this is the same state where the real trader is born. I want to tell you that if you want to succeed in swing trading, then first work on your mind. Strategy and charts will show you the way, but the real victory will be decided by your mindset. When you keep your discipline above emotions, when you look at both profits and losses in the same sense, you will reach the stage where the market does not control you but you control yourself. And this is the conclusion that I want to share with you. Winning in trading and defeating the market today, but to understand yourself and win yourself. Because when you become the owner of your mind, the market also starts bending in front of you. So friends, if you find this video useful, do not forget to like it and subscribe to the channel so that I keep bringing such deep thoughts for you. You are successful in your trading trip. This is my best wishes.